This is a quick video tutorial on how to create debian packages from tar files. For this tutorial, I'm just going to make a service menu and install it and a reference using a tar file or a dependency using a tar file. Um, so basically, creating service menus is really useful. Here I've got a video that you can see the thumbnail's broken. Um, Basically, I'm using the FFmpeg thumbnailer, and in KDE 10.04, FFmpeg is broken where it won't translate or convert OGV files properly. So I can right click on this. I created a couple service menus with mencoder, so I can just click convert to AVI or convert to FLV, and that'll convert the video for me. So anyway, service menus are great because you can do a lot of cool stuff. Pretty much anything you could possibly want to do. Um, well, not anything, but there's a lot of stuff you can do with service menus. This tutorial is not going to be a tutorial specifically on service menus. If you want to learn how to write service menus for KDE 4, you can go to techbase.kde.org, development tutorials, creating Conqueror service menus, and basically that's a great tutorial. It's got an introduction and how to create actions and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, we're not going to spend a lot of time on that. We're just going to take something, basically this project here that I've got two desktop files. I'll go ahead and open one of those so you can see what it looks like. And basically, it's your standard desktop file, and you've just got, for the desktop entry, type XKDE service, and then conch pop-up menu plugin, and then what you want it to apply to. And these you can find by going into your Conquer settings, files, file types, and you can get a list of those there. Like if you're wanting to do something that applies to video, just type in video or a specific type of video, MPG, and look at what the file type's called. Then anyway, so you've got your actions. Here's my action that's going to shred the file. This is using secure delete. That's a secure delete command. And then the %f, basically with the service menus, you can do a lot of this just by doing create new linked application and KDE. And so basically this will create a .desktop file for you to launch the application. Under command, if you right click and go what's this, it'll tell you here's all the variables that KDE will pass in. So if you have a file selected, %f would be a single file. If you've got multiple files, %F is a list of files. Anyway, so that basically you can just create a .desktop file. This way it gives you a good head start for creating your service menu. So I've already got two service menus here. We need to put this packages up and put it in the right place. So we need to take a look at where our service menus live. And you can go KDE4 config, and I'll just zoom in on this. So we've got KDE4 config space tac path space services, and that's going to list out where all our services are. So we've got my personal directory under .kde share KDE4 services, and then user share KDE4 services. So I'm going to go open. I could take these and put them in my personal services folder, refresh my desktop, and then I'd be able to right click on these and have an action to secure delete or folder or secure delete file. I'm not going to do that to keep this brief because I'll show that working as soon as we've made our Debian package and installed it. So I am just going to go to open up my user share KDE4 services, and then where the service menu live is under service menus. So, and here's all the service menus we currently have installed. So basically all I have to do to take this service menu or these two service menus is first I have to create a tar file. So I'm going to go settings, show terminal emulator, and I'm just going to go tar cvfz. I'm going to call this kshredder-kde4.tgz, and I'm just going to do all my star.desktop folder, all my desktop files in this folder. So there we go. We've got our tar file, and then all we have to do to turn that into a Debian package is we just go check install. So you want to make sure you have check install installed. Oh, check install. And then we need a tac D, capital D for Debian package. And then we just need to run our tar command the way we would, want it to run. So I'm going to copy this path here. This is where we need it to go. So I'm going to tar xvfz, and that's our K shredder. And we need to run this as sudo, very important. So there we go, sudo check install tac d tar xvfz, our tar file, and then tac c, and where we want that to go. Then it's going to ask me for my password. And so it's telling us a package directory doesn't exist yet. Do we want to create it? And I'll put yes. And then please write a description. Provides KDE for service menus for secure delete. Okay. And then when we're done, we have to press enter twice, and then I need to scroll up here because this is going to give us a menu. And so I want to change the maintainer and maintainer's email address. And then I want to change the name, which is 2, and I'm going to call it kshredder-kde4. And then once we've set the name, we can go into 11 where it says provides and hit enter twice, and that'll just default to whatever name we provided. And then the next important part is number 10, what it requires, and this requires secure-delete. So that's it. That's everything we need. Press enter twice, and it's going to make that, and then it's actually going to try to install the Debian package. And here the Debian package failed, probably because I have okay, so secure delete is not installed and blah, blah, blah. However, this should install for us. If I come double click on this, not the tar file, I'm going to double click on the Debian package. So basically it wasn't doing my dependencies for me. Okay, and so now I got broken dependencies, so Q. So it installed the package without installing the dependencies. So let's just go sudo apt get remove kshredder. And yes, I want to remove it. And then let's do a sudo apt-get install /f to just make sure all our dependencies are okay. Okay, so I'm going to double click on this now, and it should install this time. Normally I wouldn't have deleted secure delete, and it would have just passed when it went to install. It tells me that it's going to install one extra package. But anyway, for the sake of this tutorial, I went ahead and deleted secure delete so that we could make sure that it was installing the dependencies for us, which it just did. And so there we go, it just installed our package, and let's see if it works. If I come over here and right click actions, I'll probably have to refresh my desktop. I can see here that we've got shred folder and shred file that was placed in my global service menu. So this should work here. Actions, there we go, shred file. So shred that test text file. It takes a little longer to shred it than it does to delete because it's doing a multiple. It's like overwriting the file 7 times or whatever. And here's shred folder. And that works. So basically that's it. That's how easy it is to take a tar file and turn it into a Debian package with dependencies. Basically it's just you run check install, and then the command that you would run to have your stuff install, and that'll package that up into a Debian file for you. I hope you enjoyed this screencast, and I hope it helps you create lots of fun service menus and Debian packages from tar files. Thanks.